Okay. All right, so now in the next one, the Great Pyramid in Egypt is a square-based pyramid. Okay, so it will be the same. The square base has a side length of 230.35 meter and the perpendicular height is 146.71 meters. Find the slant height S meter of the Great Pyramid. What of the Great Pyramid? Round your answer to correct 3 decimal places. Okay. Okay, it's not that difficult. Okay, see. First of all, like in the previous way, you are going to calculate this diagonal. Okay, you are going to calculate this diagonal as previously said. Okay, all right, and then this height is now in this case given. Okay, in this case given. So now what you are going to get is you are going to calculate the slant height based on this value and this value. Understand my point? Like, to very simplify it, you will calculate the slant height at first. Okay, previously the slant heights were given, you would have calculated the height of the pyramid. Now you are going to calculate the slant height. Okay, now what you are going to do is, this is the slant height, right? Okay,
Yes.
and what will be the value for this? Can you tell me this portion?
Sorry, it would be um the hypotenuse squared minus
No, no.
the
Okay,
height.
okay. You are thinking in a difficult way. Okay, see, it's a 230.35 meter. Okay, right? The whole of it. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Now, this is half of this side. Okay,
Oh, I didn't see that number.
right? So
Yeah.
that would be 230.35 upon 2. Understand my point?
Yes.
Okay. So then what are you given now? You are given with the slant height, which is the um, hypotenuse in this triangle, this particular triangle. Let me draw it. And this yellow triangle. Okay, you are given with the base and you will have to calculate the height. Okay, understand my point? So this will be your
Yes.
homework, because I mean this is interesting one. And like, you will experiment things, and just good for your brain exercise. Okay, all right, now the next one, angles ABD, CBD and ABC are right angles. Calculate the value of each. Correct 2 3 decimal places. Okay, angle, what angle? ABD. Okay, ABD, CBD. Okay, this is a right angle. Then what did they say? CBD is also a right angle. This is also right angle. Fine. Okay. So these are right angles. Fine. The value of each to 3 decimal places. Fine. Correct. So now we are given with now 3 right angles. Okay.
Sorry.
Uh,
Umbrella.
okay. So this is the number 1 triangle. Okay, this is the number 2 triangle. And this is the number 3 triangle. Okay, now what can we consider the two sides other than h? Let us consider this to be x. Okay, and let us consider this to be y. Okay, this is just simple equation solving strategy, nothing else. Okay, you are given with 3 equations and 3 unknowns. Okay, you are given with 3 equations and 3 unknowns. You will have to like go on skillfully to calculate the values of this. Okay, so first things first, what you will get, let me list the 3 equations first. H squared plus x squared equals to 37 squared. Is that correct?
Yes.
Again, y squared plus x squared equals to 36 squared. Is that correct?
Yes.
And again, y squared plus h squared equals to 35 squared. Okay, so these would be the three equations. Okay, so if they would have said like not just only calculate h, calculate all those sides, you would be okay to do that as well. Okay, so now what can we do? We have to like somehow calculate the value for h, somehow calculate the value for x and y. Okay, so let us subtract these two. Okay, so by say this is number one equation, this is number two equation. I thought I would go real fast, but as I see, like there is like very advanced math, so if we skip them, that won't be good. So that is why I'm doing. Okay, so subtracting 1 minus 2, what are we going to get? We will get h squared plus x squared minus y squared minus x squared equals to 37 squared minus 36 squared. Okay, so this x and x will cancel each other out. So h squared minus y squared would be equal to 37 squared minus 36 squared. Can you tell me the value for that?
73.
73. Okay, 73. Okay, and we also have h squared plus y squared equals to 35 squared. Can you tell me the value for that as well? 35 squared.
1225.
1 2 2 5.
25. Yeah.
Okay, now if we add these two, this is like these two equations, what are we going to get? Okay, so while adding, the minus y squared and plus y squared will cancel each other out. Okay, so we will have 2h squared equals to 1225 plus 73. Okay, and then from afterwards you can calculate the value for h. Okay, so very interesting math as well. Okay, I should not be doing these actually. I should be at least at the in the first place. I should give you homework, and then you should like exercise your brain for a while, and then okay, bhai, I haven't been able to do it. Then I do it. Okay, it's like it would be better for you, I think.
Okay.
All right, done.
Where did that 2 come from? Hold up. 25.48.
Okay, 25.4. Okay, all right. So yes, I mean it's just basic calculation from here. Okay, so okay. The roof of a squash center is constructed to allow for maximum use of sunlight. Okay, fine. Calculate the value of H. Using your answer correct to one decimal place. How can I use it to get the value of H? Okay, so let's see. The roof of a squash center is constructed to allow maximum use of sunlight. Fine, there's no problem in that. What is 57.08 this value, like this diagonal? Okay, this is not the proper way to write it. Okay, I mean, like the proper way to write would be, this is how we, if we draw, it will be something like this. So there is no confusion among the the students. Okay, all right, so this is 57.08, this is 35 meters. Fine, so I can get the surface area. Mm, okay, this would be y. So this is y. Y can be calculated. Then x would be 10. Okay, all right, I've understood. Okay, so okay. So see, this is a rectangle, right? This is a rectangle. Like this side is the rectangle, And we can consider this to be a right angle triangle, right? Is it correct?
Yes.
The 57.08 squared will be equal to 35 squared plus y squared. Is that correct? Understand my point?
Yes.
Okay. So now based on that, you will get the value for y. Okay. Now in the next scenario, you will have to calculate the value of h. Okay. So the h squared will be equal to x squared plus y squared. Okay. So the y will be gotten from here and x will be 20 upon 2. Okay, which is 10. All right. This is how
Oh,
we will be able to calculate. Is there any problem?
wouldn't x be 20 by itself?
20 by itself. I mean, I didn't get your point.
Because the 20 meters is on one side of the triangle. So I
Mhm.
think it says that one half of the
Oh,
triangle
okay.
is 20
So
meters.
okay. Sorry. I misinterpreted. Okay. I thought the whole of it is 20 meter. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay, no worries. So it makes it a little difficult, but no worries. Okay, so you will get the value of y. Okay, but the value of x can be gotten as well. So, or like two equations can be gotten to say the least. So h square will again be x squared plus 20 squared. Okay, so y square is not y squared, actually it is box squared, so it is not an unknown. You will know the value for y. Okay, so now you have two equations and two unknowns. Okay, so you can calculate the value for h. Okay, understand my point?
Yes.
So what is wrong in like doing this representation? Like in the next math, they have represented in this way. Okay, this is a better representation, easier to understand. Okay, however, a semi-trailer carries a container that has the following internal dimensions: length 14.5, width 2.4. Okay. Calculate the length of the longest object. Okay, this is very easy. Like you have to square root the squares of all three values given. And the next one, calculate the length of the longest object that can be placed in the container if only one end is placed on the floor. Okay, calculate the length of the longest object placed in the container that includes only one end is placed on the floor. One end is placed on the floor. So, longest object, if I consider it placed on the floor, right? If you have to place it on the floor, it can't be. Okay, yes, I understand. Okay, so now see, let us consider the dimensions of the floor for the B question B. So what are the dimensions of the floor? Floor only. Tell me. What are the dimensions for the floor only?
22.4 by 14.5.
Yes, 2.4 is the one dimension, which is, you could call it the width, and the length would be 14.5. Okay. And if you calculate, they say the longest object, say consider it a stick, not anything else. Okay. So that would be root over 2.4 squared plus 14.5 squared. Okay.
Yes.
If a rectangular box with length 2.4 meter, width 1.1 the place of the floor at one end, so that it fits across the width of the container. Fits across the width of the container. Calculate the length of the longest object that can now be placed inside if it touches the floor adjacent to the box. Touches the floor adjacent to the box. Okay. Just let me, I mean, like trying to function the languages. Okay, let me write down the, so this is 2.4. I'm sorry, this is 0.8. Okay, so if this is 0.8, that means this would be 2.1. All right. Let us figure out the dimensions first, okay? It would be easy for us. Now, obviously this is 2.4 and also this side would be 2.4 as they have like based on that design that box 2.4 meters. Okay, and the other side is 1.2 meters. Okay, so 1.2 meters, that is this side. Okay, if this is 1.2, then the remainder would be 13.3 meters. Okay, 13.3 meters. Now, what is the question? Calculate the length of the longest object that can now be placed inside if it touches the floor adjacent to the box. Okay, so which floor is adjacent to the like box? It is this portion, right? So let's consider
Yes.
this, this, this. I couldn't draw it properly, but you understand what I have trying to draw, right?
Yes, I do.
So now what you are going to do is very simple. So the 13.3 would be one side of the triangle, 2.4 would be the other side of the triangle, and the square root of these two squares added would be the longest object, okay, which is square root of 2.4 squared plus 13.3 squared. Okay, understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, okay, this is a very big one. Okay, so okay, actually you tried, although I haven't seen the math, but right, what's wrong in try. So 14, you try, and the maths of like involving square pyramids, okay, and all of this, like these are very important. I'm pretty sure you won't be given any questions outside these, at least from the Pythagorean theorems for this chapter. Okay, although we have like some more chapters in the next, but those are like more of like based on like perimeters and areas, not involving that much of Pythagorean theorem. But the amount of advanced level maths they have given in this exercises, I don't think they would give like more difficult problems in the examination. Okay, so practice them, and these will be like obviously helpful for like preparing for the examination as well as preparing your basics as well. Okay, so I really loved actually this maths. Okay, and now I can like figure out that they are testing out you guys. Okay, so this is very good actually. Okay, like say this is the number 13. Okay, these sort of applications we didn't even do in our level. Okay, so yes, this is a very easy math, not a difficult math, but say they have just placed a box. Okay, so you a particular student has to understand that after placing a box, how does the dimension of a container change? Okay, like even if a truck driver is loading, he or she is involved in doing this practical works as well, right? Whenever they are arranging the boxes, and then say afterwards they are arranging a particular stick, that is what he or she will do. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. So these sorts of maths should be there. Actually, I think that should have been there from the get-go, from 9th or 10th standard, which would have been easier for you guys at this level. Anyways, you would have to invest more time. No worries. So the next day, these chapters are like pretty easy, I guess. So perimeters and area, and yeah, we will continue from there. And can you give me a time on? Can you give me a time on 23rd of October?
I'm not quite sure
Sure.
because I'll be out all day.
23rd October, you're not sure. Okay. How about
But
tomorrow?
I'll be home at 7 o'clock / 4 p.m.
I think I will be busy at that time. So okay, 23rd October. I mean tomorrow. When can you give me time tomorrow? Although I think I would be busy, but it's worth a try. Okay.
I'll be home by 2 p.m.
2 p.m. then
/ 10 a.m.
10 a.m. So we can try 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. Right? That is 2 days time.
Sure.
All right. I don't know if I'm. Tomorrow is Saturday actually. Isn't it your holiday?
Um, what do you mean by holiday? It's just the weekend.
Yes, I mean the weekend, but there won't be any school. That is what I'm saying.
Yes, there won't be any school.
But you have to go to work, right? Okay.
No, I took that day off because I have something going on tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. All right. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. That is 20. The 22nd of Friday. 11 a.m. There is a high possibility that I might need to cancel it, but I would try though. Okay.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right. Okay. So 11 a.m. 23rd October, you cannot give me time.
No
24th,
problem.
we could try on 24th. I have my last exam on 26th. Okay. After that, I think we will resolve the issue of like times and all. Okay. So, okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. Or else I will cover it up in the next week. No worries. Okay. All right. Allah Hafiz for today. Okay.
Allah Hafiz for today. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. It's not Friday, actually. It's Saturday. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
Allah Hafiz.